Hey guys, Jim here. Time to do some reviews this week. This might be split up in two parts because I have so many books to cover this week. No awards this week, but but that's because there's a lot of good books out this week. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first book up is Battle for the Cowl, Arkham Asylum. This is a one-shot. This is done by David Hine and Jeremy Huon. I don't know how to spell that. I say that, but this book was pretty good. It was about the main guy, I guess the head of Arkham Asylum, and how the way he perceives inmates, and he goes into detail on three particular inmates and how he thinks that he can save them and stuff like that because they're such good inmates and stuff like that, and he believes he can help them out. Pretty interesting read on how this sort of ties into Battle of the Cowl. The way Arkham Asylum apparently blows up in issue 1 of A Battle for the Cowl, and all the inmates are scattered everywhere, and they're all injected with nerve gas by Joker and stuff like that. Which I didn't read, and still haven't read it yet, so I'm only gathering this information from this book. But yeah, good stuff, good read. I don't know if this really ties in too much for Battle of the Cowl, but it looks like we're going to get some new players in the game for Battle of the Cowl. So good stuff. It was still a good read though, still an excellent read. Next book up though, this was really surprised me how good this book was, how well this book was written. Guardians of the Galaxy number 13. This is a War Kings tie-in. Really excellently done. This book was done by, let's see, hold on real quick. It was done, written by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, and Brad Walker did the pencils. These guys, Abnett and Lanning, these guys did an excellent job writing this book, because the dialogue in here is great. Nice use of repertoire from Rocket Raccoon. I really like that stuff. The whole story behind it is really good. Adam Warlock comes back on the team. He is basically saying, this war is doing damage to the universe, and if this war continues between the Kree and the Shi'ar, it's going to do irreparable damage to the universe, and it could actually cause it to collapse. So the Guardians are trying to convince the Inhumans, especially Black Bolt, to stop this, or else it can really do some damage. But they're having a hard time convincing them. And the other side, they're trying to fix the planet from exploding to do further damage from a negabomb. And it looks like Warlock and Vulcan are going to do some scrapping in the next book. So this also ties into War Kings number 3. So actually, all the stuff is going to come in really good. All the tie-in stuff is going to be doing great. So I recommend picking this up if you've been reading War of Kings. If not, you might be a little bit lost. So, but it's still a good read by itself. Make sure you pick it up. All right, next book up is Immortal Iron Fist number 25. This picks up again to the main storyline. The last book that was done, it didn't have anything to do with the 8th City storyline, but this picks up that storyline where it left off, and it looks like Iron Fist broke free, and the Immortal weapons broke free, and are now looking for any innocents that may be in the 8th City. We find out that the person who was behind all this, not behind, who is running the whole things in the 8th City, is actually one of the first Iron Fists, or the first Iron Fist. This was done by Dwayne Srinsky and Travel Foreman, as they've been doing the last couple issues. Yeah, it's really good series, really good stuff, and it looks like the last story for this arc, the last book for this arc, is going to come in in the next issue. So can't wait to see the conclusion of this. Pretty good stuff from Iron Fist. So make sure you read it, and if you've been an Iron Fist fan, definitely pick it up. All right. Next book up. Oh, this was such a good book. X-Force, Messiah Complex. That's right. Messiah War. I'm sorry. Number 14. This is a variant cover, so I had to get the variant cover. Good stuff. The art in here is fantastic. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, the story picks up from the Messiah War standalone comics, standalone books. Strife is hunting Hope. That's the mutant child that was born. Deadpool's in this. Cable's in this. Apocalypse is in this, and looks like he's gonna play a major force in this. This reminds me of that one story arc with Strife and Apocalypse and stuff like that. I can't remember the name of it right now on top of my head. I'll put that in annotations to know what that was. I just cannot remember off the top of my head right now. For some reason, I usually know it right off the bat. But anyway, I guess that's a sign of how my old age is getting or whatever. But anyway, this was a good book. This was fantastic. I love the story. Love the art in this book. The art has been so fantastic. I'm going to tell you quickly who this was done by. Let's see here. Craig Kyle and Christopher Yost. The art is done by Clayton Crane. And Clayton Crane has been doing a fantastic job in this. My hat's off to him because he has done fantastic artwork in this. It looks beautiful, beautiful stuff. And if you don't know that Kyle Craig and Christopher Yost also did the writing for the Hulk versus movies. If you pick those up, so they picked that up. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. I recommend reading it, especially if you're into, if you like Strife as much as I do. I really like Strife, the way the character he is. Cool stuff.